on a Friday night from inside Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton, New York. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey, and it starts right now on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. Doug Latuca with you. So sorry we could not join you last night and bring you the action, but the Hat-Tricks winners in Watertown after a big 4-goal third period, scoring 5 unanswered goals. After falling behind 2-1, Hat-Tricks dominant in the third period. And now, Danbury is in Binghamton for the first time since November 27th. Yes, that was right around Thanksgiving. In fact, it was the day before Thanksgiving. And now, the Hat-Tricks and Black Bears going at it for the 8th time in this season series. Hat-Tricks have won 2 of the first 7. Those 2 victories, the 23rd of November, a 7-4 win in Danbury, and a shootout win earlier in the month of November. It was November 2nd, 4-3 here at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. Josh LaBelle was the only shooter to score in an 8-round shootout, and the Hat-Tricks claimed that victory. Last time these teams have seen each other, December 28th in Danbury, and the Black Bears besting the Hat-Tricks 5-0 in that game. And then it turned from 2024 to 2025, and the Hat-Tricks have been red hot since the new year has kicked in. Hat-Tricks with wins in 18 of their last 24 games in 2025. Points in 19 of their previous 20 contests. As for the Black Bears, they're also sizzling. How about winners of 19 of their last 20? Their only loss during that span was last weekend on the 8th in Blue Ridge. Hat-Tricks enter tonight's game at 22-11-8-5, 84 points, good enough for second place in the Empire Division. And they are 11 points up on third place Watertown. Hat-Tricks have clinched a playoff spot. Now, they'll have to figure out where they'll end up and who they'll play in round 1. It could be Watertown, or it could be the Port Huron Prowlers, who are just 1 point back of the Wolves. But the Prowlers have played one more game than the Wolves coming into the night. As for the Black Bears, they have the most points, the best record in the FPHL, 35-5-1-5, 116 points. They are already the Empire Division champions for the second consecutive season. Of course, the reigning Commissioner's Cup champions. This game, 47 of 56 in the regular season for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. And Danbury yesterday starting a stretch of 5 games in 10 days. Yesterday, tonight, Wednesday in Poughkeepsie. That rescheduled game will be on the air at McCann Ice Arena at 7 o'clock. And then the Dashers come to town for 2 on the following Friday and Saturday. Well, the Black Bears had an interesting trip to Virginia last week. And many thought that they would be without their head coach, Brant Sherwood, their captain, and the leading point and goal scorer in the FPHL, Tyson Kirkby. But the Black Bears appealing the suspension of a couple of their players during the on-ice activities, which really sparked at the start of the third period. And due to the appeal, they are good to go for tonight's game. We'll give you the lineups and the scratches after the anthem from here at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. Anthem in the books, and we are just about ready for hockey here inside Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. Doug Latuca with you high above the surface here in Binghamton. Hat-Tricks and Black Bears go on a battle for the 8th time in the season series. Black Bears have won 5 of the first 7. And these two teams will see each other another 3 times the rest of the way, twice at the end of March and once in April. It's the second to last game of the year for the Hat-Tricks here in Binghamton on the 11th. Hat-Tricks at 22-11, 8-5, 84 points. Second in the Empire Division, fending off both the Watertown Wolves and the Port Huron Prowlers. The Binghamton Black Bears, on the other hand, they are already Empire Division champions for the 2nd consecutive year. The reigning Commissioners' Cup champions are 35-5, 1-5, 116 points. The Hat-Tricks starting with their top trio of Chase Harwell, Johnny Ruiz, and Jacob Ratcliffe, with Josh LaBelle and Dimitri Christou on defense. And it's Connor McCollum back in the net following a 37-save win yesterday in Watertown. This, his 8th start against the Black Bears. He's 2-4-1 with a .916 save percentage. The numbers have been very good for MC against the Black Bears this season, but the results haven't quite been there. On the other side, it's C.J. Hapward. He's fresh out of Suffolk University. That's NCAA Division III on Long Island. He makes his first appearance and first start with the Black Bears. Hat-trick scratches tonight. They are without Jordan Popoff, Corey Anderson, and Justin Movalli. So that third pair from last night has been replaced. And Corey Anderson, dealing with a couple of ailments, gets the night off. In for him, it's Josh Newberg. And also you can welcome Vadim Frolov back to the lineup after serving his 2-game suspension.
Connor McCollum, and for the Black Bears, number 33, C.J. Hapward.
Connor McCollum making his 10th start in the last 12 games. He's got wins in 5 of his last 7, 11 of his last 15. The winningest goaltender in Danbury Hat-Tricks history after surpassing Brian Wilson last night. Hat-Tricks in the white, they move left to right. Black Bears in the alternate jerseys from right to left. And we are underway. Black Bears win the face-off and chip in. Just the second time we're seeing Dimitri Christou who is fresh out of college, made his debut on the 8th against the Venom last weekend. It's Josh LaBelle across for Christou on the near side. Out to center, it's tapped in by Ratcliffe. Now the Hat-Tricks make a change. Now 25 seconds in. Quickly through center ice, the Black Bears gain the line near side. It's through Cam Clark, chipped into the near side corner. Clark on it, pressured by Zach Ross, who's playing in his 3rd game as a hat trick. Connor Woolley chips and charges, scoops it up in the far side corner, pressed on by Dan Stone, who leads the league in plus-minus, plus 44 on defense with Dakota Bond, who's a plus 45. Well, there you go. He does lead the league. Bond does. Earlier on today, we didn't think we would see Dakota Bond, Tyson Kirkby, or Brant Sherwood behind the bench due to suspension, but they've appealed and they're good to go. As Van Durken, wrist shot is gloved by Hapward. He holds on. A minute and 17 seconds in to action here in Binghamton. Hapward at Suffolk University on Long Island, 13-11-3 with a .931 goals save percentage, a .199 goals against average. Thought, it looks like Cam Cervoni is off to the locker room. Got a quick glance of that. Wonder if he's all right off the face-off. Hullaby, a shot left circle. It's absorbed and covered by Hapward. Right off the draw, hat-trick setting it up for Dylan Hullaby. And right into the midsection of Hapward. We'll keep an eye on Cam Cervoni, number 27 in black, as he just left the ice surface. Typically with the Black Bears, you're used to hearing Connor McAnanima or Nolan Egbert, the strong goaltending duo for Binghamton, but they give Hapward his first pro start tonight. Turnover in the hat-trick zone. Gonzalez tried to float it through center. It's filtered back below the hat-trick's goal line. And near side, Hullaby chopping at it. Near half wall, Hullaby gliding through center, one-hands it for Robinson. Gains the line successfully left side, and he'll toss it behind the net. Dan Stone tapping for Austin Thompson. Galloping on right wing, far side boards. Into the hat-trick's end. Stick check from LaBelle, puck pops in the air. Scooped up Thompson, he'll wheel it around near side. Intercepted Ratcliffe, the outlets for Chase Harwell scored last night. On left wing, shoved to the boards by Dale Dion. And into the hat-trick zone, it's Anthony Bernardo, and a wrist shot covered by Connor McCullum.
Hey fans, don't forget to stop on the concourse and grab a beer.
Teams haven't seen each other since December 28th. It was a completely different roster for the Hat-Tricks back then. Both of these teams, two of the hottest since the calendar is flipped to 2025. Left circle draw. LaBelle comes away with it, has his pocket picked. Near side, it's Zach Sirota. Center point, floats one over the net wide right. It's scooped up. Bernardo's shot ramps up into the netting near side. And a face-off. 2:30 into period one. Tonight, Sock Out Cancer Night. That explains the alternate jerseys for the Black Bears tonight. Got a lot of different colors going on there. Not very helpful for the colorblind broadcaster, but hey, it's Hat-Tricks are in the white. The contrast is certainly not too difficult to figure out. Back for it is Dale Dion in his own zone, far side corner. He'll angle it off the far side boards. And it's tossed into the Hat-Tricks end. Christou behind the net, rims it near side, and Ratcliffe lofting it through center ice. Dion, number 9. In black, leading Thompson on right wing. Pass inside. It handcuffed Chris Mott. To the near side, it's Clark. Up top, that's Ramaker's wrist shot. Blocker save. Rebound chopped in the slot. Clark feathers down low. Bedard for the Hat-Tricks and Frolov chopping it off the far side boards. It skitters into Binghamton territory. 3:30 in to the first period, and we are scoreless. Hat-tricks and Black Bears. Final game of the week for Danbury. Playoff side at the Hat-tricks line. Hat-tricks winners yesterday.
Awestruck Premium Hard Cider.
5-2.
Awe-inspiring liquid.
After
right in Sydney, New York, with New York State apples.
A slow first 20 minutes. They turned down the Jets. They scored 4 goals in the third period, erasing that 1-goal deficit. 5 unanswered goals altogether, and they topped the Wolves 5-2 in Watertown. Not too bad of a ride to Binghamton. Quick stop in Syracuse at the Destiny USA Mall. And now it's hockey time. Dan Stone behind the Binghamton net, pestered by Connor Woolley. He'll bank it off the far side boards. Black Bears gain the line. Pass near side off the skate of Jesse Anderson. Kyle Gonzalez intercepts, and it's floated over the Black Bears goaltender Hapward. Retrieved in the near side corner. It's CJ Stubbs for Binghamton. For Stone, and up to center. It's floated in on McCullum, who pads it aside of the far side corner. Xavier Abdella for Danbury. Thought his season was over against the Black Bears. Just 3 games in, that leg injury. But he made the return, and he's been in the lineup the last couple for the Hat-tricks. Here's Bond shooting, and a save from McCullum as Bond broke in up the slot. Right point bid denied as well. Puck free at the far side circle. And now Gonzalez for Hullaby. Poke check by Dan Weber of the Black Bears, and Gonzalez at the rescue. For Robinson, gains the line. He'll shoot in. Don Oliveri for Binghamton, lost it. Zeke Pamelayan, left circle, dancing in the far corner. He'll dart up the wall, hand off left point, LaBelle. Wrist shot, skitters wide right. At the right point, it's Christou. Feathers it below the goal line. Pamelayan, left corner. Toe dragging around Tyson Kirkby, leaves it for Noah Robinson. Low to high feed, detected, intercepted. There goes Weber off to the races. Handing off Thompson, left circle, pass inside, deflected away by Christou. Puck kept in at the left point by Sirota, and back out to center it goes for Ramakers. On right wing, it's Thompson at center. He lost it to Jacob Ratcliffe. 2-on-2 into the zone. Ratcliffe to the near side, hoping for Ruiz. Intercepted by Bond. Right to left, the Black Bears. Sirota on left wing. Red shot, glove down by McCullum. Fought it off, and Ratcliffe swipes it down the ice. A race between Dion and Ruiz. The Hat-tricks captain shoved to the ice by Dion, who takes the puck. And the Black Bears attempt to clear. 6 minutes into the first period. We're scoreless. Shots are 5-2 Black Bears. Puck is at the near side, half wall, Hat-tricks end. Jesse Anderson walks the line, has room in the slot. He shoots! Glove saved by McCullum, and no crumbs. Space opened up for Dakota Bond right down Main Street, and a wrist shot snared by Connor McCullum. 6:17 into the first period, no score from Binghamton.
Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft beers brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India Pale Ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasoned, more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Live pain-free with Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. From adjustments to holistic treatments, we're here to help you feel your best. Book your appointment today. Wellness is just a call away. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Handcrafted small batch whiskey, gin, and more. Visit our distillery today and taste the difference. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Keep your business safe with R&R Protective Services. Expert security solutions tailored to your needs. Call us today for reliable protection you can trust. R&R Protective Services, your safety, our priority. Nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with the classic taste everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Back in Binghamton, 6:17 gone by period 1. Hat-tricks and Black Bears on a Friday night. Shots are 6-2 Black Bears. They lead the season series 5-2. This is the first meeting since December 28th. Black Bears 5-0 in Danbury. Left circle draw on the hat-trick's end. Zach Sirota's shot wobbles wide. And it's Connor Woolley, left side. He'll float it to the near side corner. Frolov skates into it. He will it up the near side boards. It's clogged up in the right corner. Van Durken shot out of a cannon. Scoops it up in the left corner. Has his pocket picked by Stubbs. Bouncing puck. Van Durken has Frolov in the slot. Woolley poking at it. He's tripped up. It's touched up by the Black Bears. Jesse Anderson will go for two as he hauled down Connor Woolley. Oh, they're going to get Zach Sirota on the call. 2 minutes, tripping. And the hat-trick's power play goes to work for the first time today. 0 for 1 last night. They do have power play goals in 5 of their last 6. Hat-trick's 4th in the league, 24.5%. Black Bears on the kill, 3rd at 86.2%. Binghamton, the most penalized team in the league. Right point shot was blocked. Loose puck near side, and it is cleared out of the zone. LaBelle leaves Ratcliffe on right wing. Lost it to Thompson. It's swept into the hat-trick's bench. Almost hit the equipment manager, Bob D'Alessio. Heads up down there. 21 ticks off the power play, face off at the near dot. We're scoreless in Binghamton. Hat-tricks with just 2 shots on goal. Black Bears win the draw. Stone from just inside his own blue line. A giveaway in front, and Kirkby stopped by McCullum as it slid off the stick of LaBelle right in front of the net. Black Bears lead the FPHL in shorthanded goals with 14. Hat-tricks are second with 10. LaBelle wanders right through center. Over the logo, gains the line, and the hat-trick's offside. Now some barking in front of the Binghamton bench. Thompson and LaBelle. And looks like everything is all right. Face off at the near dot just outside the Black Bears zone. They defend the right net in period 1 with 12:19 remaining and no score. Hat-tricks with their second unit of Robinson, Frolov, and Woolley. Van Durken and Gonzalez. Elevated pass, corralled far boards by Woolley. He'll spin at the left point. Up top, Gonzalez to the near side. Robinson, wrist shot, wide left. Van Durken keeps it at the point. 50 seconds on the power play. Top of the right circle, Robinson. Low right, Frolov. Up top, Gonzalez for Van Durken. Left point, straight away, Gonzalez shoots, fought off. The rebound kept alive. Hat-tricks with 30 on the power play. Softly for Gonzalez, he winds, waits, top of the slot, gives off Van Durken, dangles out of trouble. Feathers it, Frolov, right circle, pass down the Woolley, score! Connor Woolley under the bar, a power play goal. The hat-tricks are on the board first. They lead 1-0 with 11:33 to go in the first. The silky feed through the slot. Frolov for Woolley on the inside of the left circle, and he roofs it. 1-0 Danbury on Connor Woolley's 14th goal of the year, his second on the power play. Now goals in 4 of his last 5 games, 4 during that span. He's up to 11 points over his last 10 games, the 3rd year forward, Connor Woolley. Into the hat-trick zone, it's Stone on goal. Pad save by McCullum. So a power play goal for the hat-tricks means power play goals in 6 of the last 7 games. As that unit is start to get hot. 3-on-1 for the hat-tricks. Into the zone, Ruiz left side for Harwell. A diving play to knock it away by Don Oliveri. Outlet pass the other way is through Kirkby. McCullum out of the net, wheels it far board. Shot on goal and a glove save by McCullum as he got back into position. So the Woolley goal on the power play at 27. The assists, Vadim Frolov and Gleb Van Durken, the two rookie Russians. Van Durken, his 52nd point, team high, 25th assist, and for Frolov, it's his 20th assist. He's up to 37 points. Right point shot, well wide, scooped up near side by Frolov, outlet pass into the skates of Woolley. It's dumped right back into the hat-trick's end. LaBelle retrieves, awkward Karam, a stuff try, denied. Right circle, Stone shoots, right pad save, and it trickles in, they score. I don't believe another Black Bear touched it. They're congratulating Dan Stone, and just like that, the game is tied. A minute and 2 seconds after the hat-tricks took the lead. Stone's 8th goal of the year. A strange sequence in front. Stone shot from the top of the right circle, and it just snuck through McCullum. Might have pinballed off a hat-trick skate, but either way, Binghamton is on the board, and this game is tied at 1. So these teams exchanging goals in about a minute of each other, and the fans into it here at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. Puck taken away by the hat-tricks. It's loose in the right corner. Dan Weber lost it to Dylan Hullaby. They'll chip it to the far side corner. Josh Newberg, the former Black Bear, retrieves. Hullaby spinning on Weber, stapled to the end boards. They battle two aside. Now the outside man, and Jesse Anderson takes it for the Binghamton Black Bears. From right to left, Chris Mott to the far side, taken away by Xavier Abdella, and back into Binghamton territory. We've played a little more than 10 minutes in this first period, and we are all tied at 1. Goals from Woolley for the hat-tricks and Stone for the Black Bears, a minute and 2 seconds apart. It's 1-1, 9:46 remaining in the first period. Stay with us on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Need tickets for your next event? Tixter makes it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your Hat-Tricks tickets today at Tixter.com, because every event starts with the right ticket. Need tools for your next project? Decker Tool Rental H.O. Penn has everything you need for DIY or professional jobs. Quality tools, expert advice. Rent with confidence at Decker Tool Rental. Cool off with a treat from Twister's Ice Cream Cafe. Delicious ice cream in every flavor imaginable. Stop by Twister's today and treat yourself to something sweet. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Craving wings and good times? Head to TK's American Cafe. With the best wings in town and a fun atmosphere, it's the perfect place to hang out. Visit TK's American Cafe and try the Hat-Tricks wings today.
Doug Latuca back with you inside Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton, New York. 1-1 the score, Hat-Tricks and Black Bears. Woolley on the power play at 8:27, followed up by Dan Stone a minute and 2 seconds later for the Black Bears at even strength. 1-1 on a Friday night. Hat-Tricks winners yesterday in Watertown 5-2. They netted 5 unanswered goals, 4 in the third period to erase a 2-goal deficit. Hat-Tricks have won 2 of the first 7 between these two teams. Right circle draw. It's loose in the right corner. Ratcliffe centering, hoping for Ruiz, and it's stolen away by Tyson Kirkby. On left wing into the zone, hard pass, very down low. It's in the skates of Thompson near the left post. Couldn't get the shot off, but quick passing from the Black Bears. They almost took their first lead of the game. Hat-Tricks offside at the offensive line. These two teams went 2 full months without seeing each other. Last playing on December 28th, a 5-0 Black Bears win in Danbury. That was after a very busy month of November, where the teams squared off 5 times. Hat-Tricks won twice. Center ice draw. Dimitri Christou for the Hat-Tricks floats it into the far side corner. Woolley causing havoc below the goal line. It's Kirkby for the Black Bears. He'll shovel out to center as it trickles into Danbury zone. Christou behind the net with 9 minutes to go. First period, 1-1. LaBelle wanders through center. Shoots into the near corner, off the dasher. Van Durken steals it, centers, and a shot ramps off a stick into the netting. Whistle blows as Frolov had the opportunity in the slot. His first game back after the 2-game suspension, which occurred on the 8th against the Venom. Funny enough, he picked up an assist in that game in 27 penalty minutes. Patrick's happy to have him back. In goes Frolov, out comes Anderson, and also Newberg back in as the extra skater. Patricks were down a skater the last 2 games due to the multi-game suspension. Tie-up off the left circle draw. Ramaker is pickpocketed by Van Durken, and then knocked off the puck by Dion. Black Bears from right to left. Puck thrown to the near side, boards Hatrick's end. Danbury takes possession. Far side, LaBelle, his pass up and into the stands over the Binghamton bench, and out of play as it skipped off a stick. And sets up a face-off with 8:26 to play. Period 1 in Binghamton. This game 2 for the Hatricks on the week. And yesterday started 5 games in 10 days for this Danbury team. They started off on the right foot with a win in Watertown. Team with points in 19 of their last 20 games. Black Bears have won 19 of their last 20 and have clinched the Empire Division for the 2nd consecutive year. Near side center ice, Christou walks into the zone. Wrist shot from the right point is covered by Hapward after he had some trouble with it, making his first professional start right out of Division III, Suffolk University. Mention the strong numbers in under 2 goals against average and a .931 save percentage. The third goalie for this Black Bears squad, behind Connor McAnanama and Nolan Egbert. Right circle draw. Ruiz wins it. At the right point, it's Gonzalez. He shoots, tipped wide right. Mott shoved by Harwell in the near corner. And it's skated to safety by Jesse Anderson. Leads Clark on left wing. A chip in charge around Gonzalez. Swoops to the far side, Clark the lefty. He bats it off the official. It plops down for CJ Stubbs. To the back, left point, Jesse Anderson. His wrist shot blocked. Straight away, it's Bond. He lets one go. That one denied as well. Off the end board, Stubbs playing back to the blue line, and out to center it goes. Stubbs pestered by Harwell. And Bond in the Binghamton zone with 7:15 remaining. First period, 1-1, Hatricks and Black Bears. In Danbury's final game of the weekend. It's wheeled around near half wall, and Ratcliffe kisses it off the glass. Wobbling towards the line, no icing. And Anderson for Binghamton clanks it off the far boards into Danbury territory. Icing waved off. Zach Ross pressured by Kirkby of the Black Bears, and Danbury from left to right out of the zone. Van Durken through the legs for Woolley. Left wing near the corner. Pride-free Van Durken behind the back, tried to feed it to himself, and Dakota Bond took possession, sauces it ahead for Kirkby. They have numbers if they hurry. They gain the line, they're offside. It was the far man in Oliveri who was a step ahead, and Thompson had a bit of trouble controlling on the entry. Face-off just outside the Hatricks end at the near dot. Noah Robinson and Tyson Kirkby right in front of the Hatricks bench. And Kirkby one-hands it for Weber. Dion and the Black Bears thought about entering the zone. Oliveri far side blue line, and now they do shovel in. Ross, just his third game with the Hatricks, reversing for Bedard. And the lead up the near boards was taken away by Kirkby. Batted at near the blue line, rolling out of the zone. Weber on it for Binghamton. He's harassed by Newberg, locates Kirkby, left side of the red line, floats it ahead. There's Oliveri at the circle, play offside. And then the shot after the whistle, Oliveri drops his stick. He's tied up with Bedard. Looks like they're gonna go. Oliveri throwing rights on Bedard, and then Oliveri taken down by Bedard. So Oliveri shoveled the puck into the net. After the whistle had blown, he was offside on right wing. Patrick's Bedard didn't like it. Oliveri is cut, it appears, so he will go to the locker room for some repairs. Or not. A big U-turn near the door. He'll go to the box to sit next to Bedard. It was very odd the way that fight had progressed, as it looked like one glove flew off, then the next second the other one was flying off, but the punches were already being thrown. Bedard came to the defense of his goaltender McCullum after the late Oliveri shot, which, for the record, did not go in. And then Oliveri was throwing some rights. Bedard finally got untangled. Got him on the chin, and then the knockdown. So not a long fight, but the first one in this game. Oliveri and Bedard sit. 1-1 the score. We're just under 6 minutes to go in period one. Face off at the left dot outside Danbury zone. Stubbs for Binghamton for the defenseman Weber. Into the zone, near side. He'll shoot in. One-handed away by LaBelle for the hat-tricks. A scrum below the goal line. Clear up the near side boards. All the way down the ice it goes, and we play on. Austin Thompson for Binghamton, leaving for Dan Weber. Woolley got the scoring started at 8:27 on the power play for the hat-tricks, and then a minute, 2 seconds later, Dan Stone with the answer. It's 1-1, approaching 5 minutes to go. Near side, it's Dion into the zone, centering pass into the skates of Stubbs. Ruiz from left to right. The outlet Ratcliffe on right wing, too far for Harwell on the other side of the ice. And Stone zips up the near wall. Into the zone, the righty on the backhand, centers, broke it up. And Durkin sauces out to center ice. And Anderson for Kirkby and back to Anderson in the Binghamton zone. Stubbs at the defensive blue line. Again back for the defense. And Stone's outlet pass received by Anthony Bernardo, FPHL debut out of SUNY Cortland. Connor Woolley corrals in the far corner D zone. He is hauled down, and another penalty. He drew another trip, second one of this first period. That one clear as day as he was dispossessed off the puck. And Bernardo just talking about his debut, his first penalty minutes in the Fed. Danbury already 1 for 1 on the power play. It was Woolley at 8:27. Hat-tricks through the first 7 matchups with the Black Bears. Just 2 for 45 on the man advantage. More numbers in a hat-tricks power play when we come back. 1-1 the score on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Your car deserves the best. Crossroads Car Wash keeps your vehicle looking fresh and clean, fast, affordable, and eco-friendly. Stop by today. Crossroads Car Wash, where a clean car is a happy car. Transform your yard with Yard Goats Landscaping. From lawn care to custom designs, we bring your outdoor vision to life. Call Yard Goats today and make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers expert dental services for the whole family. Schedule your appointment today. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get the best cuts of meat with Omaha Beef Company. Fresh, premium beef delivered right to your door. Taste the difference with Omaha Beef, where quality is always on the menu. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need reliable stormwater solutions? Coltech Inc. provides innovative water management systems for residential and commercial properties. Coltech, solutions you can count on, quality you can trust.
Back in Binghamton, 1-1 Hat-Tricks and Black Bears. Just 4:20 to go in the first period. And the Hat-Tricks, who are already 1 for 1 with the man up, head right back to the power play. A tripping call on Anthony Bernardo. And Danbury's second unit starts things. It was Connor Woolley who scored the goal. He's on the ice. Low to high pass, center point Robinson. Tap through for Van Durken. Far boards, low left Frolov. To the far half wall, Van Durken into the middle. Robinson rang it off the post. Robinson from that right circle letting it go. That robo rocket. And he found the iron. Game remains tied at 1 as we drip under 4 minutes to go. Van Durken over the center ice logo, enters the zone. Drops for Woolley, sauced inside, Frolov left circle. Hands it off Van Durken, up top Gonzalez for Van Durken, return Gonzalez. He looks, walks, left circle Van Durken, shot, blocker save by Hapward. Puck is left in the left corner for Woolley. He'll dance out of trouble, up the wall, gives Van Durken. Low left Frolov, around the net, gives for Van Durken. Up top, Gonzalez, wrist shot, stopped, rebounds free. Van Durken, low left, behind the back feed for Woolley. Stone on him, out for Frolov, 40 seconds on the man up. Left point, Gonzalez for Woolley. Down low, Van Durken, inside for Frolov. It was detected. Mott clears for the Black Bears down the ice. Final 30 ticks of the power play with Bernardo in the box. Chase Harwell storms up the left wing. He'll rim it around near side. Ratcliffe gloves it down. Centers for Ruiz. Kicked along far boards. Harwell to the back. LaBelle floating to the net. Harwell up the circle. It's out to the point. LaBelle. Right side Ratcliffe. Centered Ruiz. Clapped it wide. Power play is over. LaBelle with room up top. Wrist shot into the midsection of Hapward. He holds it. Black Bears kill off the 2-minute trip on Bernardo. And Danbury now 1 for 2 on the night. And just 3 for 47 versus Binghamton this season. They do have power play goals in 6 of their last 7 games, do the Hat-Tricks. And their kill has been strong, specifically over the last 20 games or so. About when the calendar flipped. Right circle draw, Hat-Tricks win. Frolov wristing one off the end boards. The stuff try was denied as Kirkby swooped in to steal the puck. He taps it out to center. LaBelle pinching, 2-on-1. Kirkby, right wing, center, stops, kick save, rebound denied as well by McCullum. Kept alive in the zone. Right point Bond, down the wall, stolen by Frolov. Frolov with 2-on-1, through center. Left wing, play offside. Woolley was waiting, but Frolov was pestered from behind. And as a result, offside. The interesting note here tonight, the Black Bears, the most penalized team in the league. They're up over 1,200 penalty minutes now, but their penalty kill is strong. Ranked 3rd in the league. They've given up 30 power play goals, which is tied for the 4th fewest in the FPHL, and they've scored the most shorthanded goals in the league. They're given plenty of opportunities, and they use it as a strength for their team. They're also talking about the #1 power play in the FPHL as well. Hullaby at center for the Hat-Tricks. He chops it into the left corner. Retrieving it's Dakota Bond. He'll angle it near boards. Gave it away Gonzalez. He'll flub it into the far corner. Weber corrals for the Black Bears. Goes D-to-D with Bond. Robinson in his hip, lifting the stick, and they get Robinson for a hook. Delayed penalty. Hapward to the bench. Extra skater on. Weber reversing for Bond behind the net. It's a 6-on-5 with the extra attacker on. Penalty looming. Clark to the far side. Weber into the offensive zone, right corner. Pressured by Abdella, leaving for Kirkby. Right point Stubbs, up top Bond, drags, pass down low, deflected wide. And poked towards the goal. It's touched up. And the penalty is called.
It's time for Binghamton Black
So now Binghamton gets its first crack with the man up. Just as we were talking about, their #1 ranking in the FPHL. 25.5%, 60 power play goals, both tops in the league. Hat tricks on the kill, 11th at 77.8%. But over their last 14 games, 89%. They were 0 for 1 last night. Black Bears set up in the zone. Robinson in the box for holding. Center point Bond. Pass across, and the one-timer fought off by McCullum with the stick. Kirkby, a one-timer top of the right circle. At center, it's Ratcliffe. He'll hurl it into the Binghamton zone with the final 30 seconds of the first period. Binghamton on the power play. They gain the line at Stubbs, right wing. Red shot blocker save. Free in the slot, trickles on, and a cover from McCullum. Out of the box comes Oliveri and Bedard. Both assessed fighting majors. And now they are back in the fold for both head coaches. 1:24 on the Robinson hold. 21.6 on the clock. In the opening period, it's 1-1. Black Bears on the power play for the first time in this game. Left circle draw, Kirkby and Van Durken. Black Bears win. Left point, it's Oliveri, so fresh out of the box. He's right on the first power play unit. Bond's shot from the blue line was blocked by Frolov. Low left, Thompson center, Stubbs, shot save, rebound! Oh, what a save from McCullum! You gotta be kidding me! Almost a repeat from last night. McCullum, flesh in the leather, denies Kirkby near the right doorstep. You might not see a better save all year. It was low left, Thompson centered off the stick of McCullum, and in a desperation, the glove save near the right post, and this game remains tied. Wow! The final 2 and change. They were taking a look to see if it crossed the line. It did not. Right circle draw. Bond right behind Kirkby. Puck pops in the air. It's free. Oliveri shot blocked. And that's it for the opening 20 minutes. Wow, this game could easily be 2-1 Binghamton. But Connor McCullum, with certainly his save of the year, after he might have put up his best last night. That same glove going to work and denying the top goal scorer and point producer in the FPHL and Tyson Kirkby right on the doorstep. Wow. It really doesn't get much better than that. From Connor McCullum, who is now the winningest goaltender in Danbury hat tricks history after last night. Now Kirkby, the team is 10 power play goals, which is second on the team behind Don Oliveri. And McCullum keeps it that way with a glove save with just 2 seconds remaining in the period. Wow. We'll be watching that one on repeat. The hat-trick survived that first period. 1-1 the score. Hat-trick striking first on the power play. Connor Woolley over the right shoulder of CJ Hapward, making his professional and Black Bears debut. But then a minute and 2 seconds later, the Black Bears had their response. It was Dan Stone. At 9:29, a point shot that just pinballed off a couple bodies off McCullum over the line inside the right post to tie the game. Scott Ramakers and Anthony Bernardo with the helpers. So Bernardo in his FPHL debut, an assist in the opening 20 and 2 minutes in the box for tripping. As for Scott Ramakers, it's his 17th assist. He's got 8 points now in his last 5 games. 5 assists during that span. Two of the top teams in the league, the top 2 teams in the Empire Division, going at it on a Friday in Binghamton. A fairly even first period. Black Bears might have had the slight edge, particularly towards the back half of the period and on that power play, but Connor McCullum makes 14 saves on 15 shots. CJ Hapward in his first period of professional action finishes up 8-4-9. So after 1 period of play, we are all tied up at 1. We've got some additional hockey on, some entertainment. So we will step out and rejoin you for the start of the second period. But in the meantime, let's hear from General Manager Matt Voidy, who spoke with our Wyatt Kopelman on Hat-Tricks Weekly.
Hello, Hat-Tricks fans. It's another major weekend for the Danbury Hat-Tricks as the regular season begins to wind down. They take a trip to northern New York to take on the Watertown Wolves on Thursday and the Binghamton Black Bears on Friday. I'm Wyatt Kopelman here alongside the general manager of the Hat-Tricks, Matt Voidy. We welcome you into episode 20 of Hat-Tricks Weekly here inside the Axe-Tricks Lounge. Matt, hard to believe that only 11 games in the regular season remain, but you had a great weekend against HC Venom, albeit you didn't sweep the weekend, but you got 7 points and you finished it with a win. What were some of your overall takeaways with that high-scoring weekend?
I really liked the way we came out on Sunday. We had a lot of energy, and I think, we played down most of, Friday night. Saturday we played, down a guy, and to see the guys come out with that, pretty good energy, even though they were probably a little bit tired, and with the right attitude, the right mental space, it was really encouraging to see.
How do you believe your team responded from the loss on Saturday, in which it took that overtime defeat, didn't have to feel good, I'm sure, giving up 4 one-goal leads? What did you learn about your team and the resolve it showed Sunday?
Honestly, it's sometimes when you have a loss like that, you kind of want to see how they are the next morning. And I know I was pretty miserable, but and I don't, I always kind of try to distance myself from them as they come in, so I can just kind of walk back there and hear it as I walk back. And walking back, I really heard a lot of good sounds, and it was really encouraging. I started to feel better. There's a lot of resilience in this group, and I think you've seen it in the comeback wins. I think you've seen it in how we've had to climb out of the hole we were in, a couple months ago. There's a lot of characters, a lot of resilience, and it's really starting to show and be. They're really embracing it as who we are.
What did you tell your team in the dressing room before it went out on the ice for warm-ups on Sunday here at the Danbury Ice Arena?
I don't remember. It was response. It was playoff mentality. If you look at these 3-3, it's kind of like a playoff series. You win the first one, lose the second one. Now you got to win the third one. And I also laid the challenge, too, of winning it the right way. That's a team that we should execute very well against, and I thought we did, especially for being on the back end of a 3-3. There really wasn't too much to say. I kind of found myself at a point where it's like just kind of a little bit of guidance here, steer the ship there, and but they were ready to come compete that day.
Is that something that you notice has changed drastically since the first half of the season, when this team would lose to perhaps HC Venom or a much stronger juggernaut in this division with the Binghamton Black Bears, the Watertown Wolves, now having kind of the drive to police itself and get ready for games, especially on a Sunday afternoon where both teams are quite tired?
Yeah, I think it's definitely come a long way. I think some of the younger guys had to learn that. I think some of the older guys, too, probably had to get past the frustration with the younger guys on that end of it. But, I think resiliency sometimes it is a muscle, and you have to work it, and ours wasn't really worked very well coming in. But it's come a long way, and I think the guys now feel, and I said this a couple months ago after we went through some tough wins and losses, it's like, hey guys, like there's nothing that you can't come back from. There's nothing that you can't handle. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time for that to take root, but I think it's finally taken root, and it's a huge part of who we are.
Just a last note on that. I remember after Saturday night's overtime loss, Gonzo in the locker room said how much he thought HC Venom had played with more drive and just a greater sense of energy more consistently for 60 minutes. Did you see that change greatly going into Sunday, where this team closed the first period strong with 2 goals from Johnny, and the penalty kill did what it had to do, killing off all 7 penalties?
I think the Venom outcompete. They try to outcompete teams. I don't think it was anything. I don't think there's a drastic change from their compete on Saturday. I think our compete was the difference. I really do believe that. And I think if you look at that series, Friday and Saturday were almost identical first periods in terms of the penalties. And I just thought Saturday, after the 7-minute penalty, we kind of dipped down, and we weren't quite as, going into that penalty quite as fired up for it. And, that could be a number of things, but it's something that these guys, again, another lesson they learned from, and, they bounced back on Sunday.
You mentioned how strong the penalty kill was this weekend. Over the last 13 games, the penalty kill has been one of the best in the entire league. 60 for 65. That's almost 93%, which has just been a resounding difference from the first half of the season, which I know we talked about to great lengths. What makes this penalty kill continue to have the success it does down the last part of the regular season?
I think it's being simplified more. I think early on in the season we were running around. We did change our PK system to a diamond, obviously, for those who watch. I think we're just a little more aware of where our stick should be. I think it's calmed our feet down, so we're not chasing, we're not running around. We did the flush. We were kind of chasing outside the dots, and we would get caught with a seam pass. And now I think we're more right in position. I think we're learning game to game, especially the younger guys, where those seams are, where our sticks need to be, the stick detail. And, I'm a little surprised by that, because I honestly don't know where you get those stats. I'd love to know.
Simple calculations and arithmetic. It's not very hard to do. It's a matter of the help of FPHL website.
I was not a math guy, but it's. I think the number surprises me, but more just because I wasn't aware of it. But it doesn't surprise me. I don't feel like the PK's been an Achilles heel for us. I don't think it's been a problem. I think I look at the number, the PK number, and it kind of just inches up a little bit, and I'm like, but I think that number is indicative of the change in the system, and the change in the mentality of the players, and them embracing, okay, we need to learn about this a little bit more than, maybe we thought we had to.
Well, there's a lot of embracing of the learning for this group, a mixture of rookies, a mixture of veterans as well. And now your team with 18 points in the last 19 games. It's been a remarkable run for the Hat-Tricks as the regular season begins to wind down. And the view, of course, doesn't stay on the playoffs. It begins with pursuing games in the regular season in these last few weekends. How much of a strength do you see the penalty kill being against some of the top teams on the power play in Binghamton and Watertown this weekend, an early weekend, that is?
Well, when you get to this point in the season in the playoffs, specialty teams can be everything, really. No, we don't get too many penalty calls, and so your power play is really got to be on it, and your PK on those when you're down has to kill it. It's got to be 93% or better, and it can really be a game changer, momentum changer for you at this point in the year.
The Hat Tricks, they have 2 games against the Binghamton Black Bears and the Watertown Wolves. It's an early weekend, so you take on HC Venom, 3 straight games. Talk about the timing and crunch time of the regular season. It can be maybe a stressful time, but it, of course, requires a good deal of quick turnarounds. How do you keep your group prepared? As mentioned just a minute ago, it's a mixture of younger players and older players on the short turnaround. I
think just making sure guys are rested. I think at this point in the season, I mean, you've been going since October, 5-6 days a week on the ice. Some of the pounding these guys take, we play a physical game, so that can take a toll. I think it's just making sure they're rested, make sure they're doing what's right for their body, and then, managing practice, making sure it's, there's cutting the fat out of it. There's not a lot of wasted time or not spending any more time out there than you need to.
How much of this time do you devote to watching film as this team rests as opposed to running them on the ice for an hour and a half, 2 hours?
I think you're always watching film. I don't think it's necessarily any more right now. Obviously with Watertown, they've got a few new pieces, so probably watch a little bit more than normal. But I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary right now.
So it's not out of the ordinary, but the Hat Tricks, they want to, of course, pick up 6 points against the Wolves and the Black Bears. You get a little bit of time after Friday and Saturday to regroup as well. As you play the Black Bears particularly, this is a team that you have not faced since the beginning of 2025. It's a team that has already clinched a division. Is there anything different that you think this team can do to prepare, having not seen this team in almost 11 weeks now?
Binghamton? I think our mentality going into the games, I think the games we played early on, I think our roster's got to be markedly different than the last time we played them. And I just thought our mentality going into those games was key for us. I think if we had the right mentality, ready to play structured, be patient, execute, and do the little things you need to do to win, I thought we were good. It was a 1 goal each way. I thought when our mentality was off, I think we had that one weekend where they swept us and it wasn't pretty. I think with this group, I'm completely confident in their mental approach to the game now. I think we'll be ready for that, and I really think those games are going to be tight. It's going to be either way.
How well do you think your team, particularly top 6 forwards, Connor McCollum, even Frankie McClendon, who had a season-high 44 saves, matches up against the Binghamton Black Bears core that has been widely viewed as one of the best in the league?
I think they've both seen that team a lot over the past couple of years. MC got a pretty steady diet of them last year, and he's had a steady diet of them this year. Frankie's familiar with those guys too, so I think they're up for the challenge. I think it's just more important about how we play in front of them.
On Friday, Connor McCollum, he got his 2nd career shutout of the season, and it seemed like that he was getting a lot of shots. HC Venom, highly contested in terms of shots on goal this weekend. What do you believe he did particularly well to, of course, get the win, but also take that shutout and just have another strong individual performance in the books this year?
I think he was able just to take the game as it came to him. When you don't see, like Friday night, I think he saw 18 shots. That can be a tough game for a goalie, right? Especially in this league.
We welcome you back inside Vision's Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton, New York. The second period, Hat Tricks and Black Bears just a couple moments away. Hello again, everyone. Doug Latuca with you. Friday night hockey from Binghamton, New York. Hat Tricks winners of their first game of the week. It was yesterday, 5-2 over the Watertown Wolves. 5 unanswered goals, including 4 in the third period, en route to their 27th win of the year, and points 82, 83, and 84. Tonight, you've got 2 of the best teams in the league and the 2 top teams in the Empire Division going head-to-head for the 8th time this year. Black Bears winners of 5 of the first 7. A Binghamton team that's lost just 6 games all year, 2 to the Hat Tricks, and just 3 on home ice. Those losses coming on October 12th against Watertown, November 2nd against the Hat-Tricks. That was that 4-3 shootout win for Danbury. Josh LaBelle, the goal in the 8th round of the shootout, and they also dropped the game to the Port Huron Prowlers on December 6th. Other than that, they've only lost 3 games rather, on the road. One to the Hat-Tricks, 7-4 the final score, all the way back on November 23rd. And then last weekend to the Blue Ridge Bobcats in Virginia. But that is it, just 6 losses for Binghamton. Through the first 46 games, they've clinched the Empire Division for the 2nd consecutive season. The reigning Commissioner's Cup champions. They won it the year after the Hat-Tricks secured their first Commissioner's Cup. Speaking of Commissioner's Cup champions, a couple of them to be inducted into the Hat-Tricks Ring of Honor upcoming on March 29th in Danbury. Will be the Hat-Tricks and the Black Bears on a Saturday night from Danbury. We'll have 6 inductees, including the 2 Commissioner's Cup champions. Well, 3 if you count John Krapinski, who was on the bench. Of course, the head coach and general manager, Billy McCreary, and Gordy Bunnell, a leader up front for Danbury, number 9. So we invite you, of course, to come on down to the Danbury Ice Arena for that night, and all alumni RSVP on our website. Well, we start the second period, 1-1 the score. Connor Woolley with Danbury's goal in the power play at 8:27 from Vadim Frolov and Gleb Van Durken. A minute, 2 seconds after that, Daniel Stone tied the game up. Scott Ramakers and Anthony Bernardo with the helpers. Bernardo's first point in his FPHL debut. The 2 top goal-scoring teams in the league. Black Bears are first, averaging 5.2 goals per game. The Hat-Tricks second at 4.2. And period 2 is off and running. Black Bears possess from left to right. Connor McCullum defends the right net after making 14 saves on 15 shots in the opening frame. Puck in the low left corner, centered through Stubbs. Out to the right point, Bond. He'll walk the line, gives off. One-timer from Oliveri. Grazes off the side of the net. He has it back at the left point, slips it for Stubbs. Top of the left circle, handing off for Thompson. Slipped off his stick to the left point, Oliveri. Straight away, Bond. Wrist shot, tipped, and a save from McCullum. The clear from LaBelle off the far boards. Out of the net was Hapward. Might have been an icing if he let it go, but instead tried to catch the Hat-Tricks in a change, and instead a turnover. Here's Van Durken on right wing, 2-on-1. Van Durken for Frolov, back to Van Durken. He scores! A give and go, a beauty. Gleb Van Durken near the right post, punches it home. 55 seconds into the second period, and the Hat-Tricks on top yet again. It's 2-1. Beautiful passing, a turnover at center. Van Durken picking the pocket on right wing to the near side. Frolov back to Van Durken all alone at the right circle, and he pounds it home for a 2-1 lead. The Danbury team leader in goals, Gleb Van Durken, his team high 28th of the year, his second point of the game. Same for Frolov, who has 2 assists and a 2-1 Danbury lead. Black Bears try to counter. It's behind the net. Mott centering for Kirkby, kicked on, and a right pad save from McCullum. Loose puck in the far corner, swept around near side. Stones pinches from the right point. He'll throw middle, and it's given away to Frolov. A minute and a half gone by in the second period, and the Hat-Tricks in the lead for the second time in the game. Oliveri lost the handle at center, and Van Durken off to the races. And a give and go. And Danbury with 2 goals on 10 shots. leads just 2 minutes in to the middle frame. Oliveri saucing far side. Clark lost it. It springs back for Oliveri, lifts the stick of Newberg, a tie-up. Far side, neutral zone. And back into the hat-trick's end. Hullaby dropping for Josh LaBelle. Team best 31 assists was tied by Jacob Ratcliffe last night, who had a goal and an assist. Hat-tricks iced the puck out of the reach of Hullaby. 2:25 melted off the second period clock. And hat-tricks up on the Empire Division champion Binghamton Black Bears 2-1.
Located at 138 Washington Street in downtown Binghamton.
Mentioned Binghamton really doesn't lose, just 6 all year through 46 games. Hat-tricks have handed them 2 of those L's in 8 tries. Rather, in 7 tries tonight, the 8th game of this season series. The 2 teams will play 3 more times, twice at the end of March. It's a home-and-home on the 28th and 29th. And then the hat-trick second to last game in April on the 11th, that game here in Binghamton. Puck is in the hat-trick slot. Johnny Ruiz for Danbury. Zigzags out of trouble, but lost it at center. Weber gains the line, slips it for Kirkby. He dropped his stick, tried to soccer ahead. Turnover. Ruiz from right to left. Enters the zone. Pass through Harwell, collected left corner. He'll rim it around the kick plate. Christou pinches, throws it off the end boards to the left point. LaBelle shot, deflected. It's stopped. The rebound is free and skated away by Kirkby, who's pressed on by Harwell behind the net. Kirkby lost it. Frolov, far side boards for Danbury. Turns and shoots wide left. Van Durken keeps it alive. Pass to the back. Bedard, one hands for Van Durken. Thompson steals it for Binghamton. They can't clear. Bedard at the line. Top of the right circle, Frolov. Dips the shoulder. Pass inside. Denied. He has it back. Right circle. He shoots over the glove of Hapward. Rims around near side, and it's touched out to center. Thompson on right wing, O-zone. Shoved by Bedard. They meet in the right corner. Sirota in there. Harwell for the hat-tricks. Danbury comes away with it. Outlet pass. Ramps off a stick. Harwell cuts middle. Sirota took it away. And Binghamton reorganizes from left to right. 4 minutes into the second period. Hat-tricks with a 2-1 lead. Sirota, right wing, shoots, and a save by McCullum as he clamps it under the left arm. Danbury's goal just 55 seconds in. Van Durken from Frolov. And the hat-tricks were short-handed after the Robinson hold had carried over. Just 58 seconds were gone on that hold. And Danbury with another shorty. They're 11th on the year. They had 2 last weekend. And now they're just 3 behind Binghamton for the league lead. Below the goal line, it's Scott Ramakers for Binghamton. He drew a penalty. Pamelayan got the sticks in got his stick in his skates, and as a result, Binghamton's lethal power play goes back to work.
It's time for
Mention the hat-trick scoring that shorthanded goal. For Van Durken, it's his second shorty of the year. Danbury's 11th. And now Binghamton 0 for 1 on the power play. Gets opportunity number 2. The top unit in the league. Over 25%. 60 power play goals, they win the draw. Right point Bond, tiptoes the line, slips it for Kirkby. Oliveri, top of the slot, wrist shot, flutters over the net. Ratcliffe batting at it, Kirkby denies. It's swatted around, glove down by Ruiz. He'll flip it for Ratcliffe. Far boards right wing, who skies it into the left corner. Ruiz beats Bond there, he's double teamed. Pitchforks it below the goal line. Ruiz lifting the stick, Bond persistent, and he pokes out to center, but Gonzalez swiping for Van Durken, who's fresh off the bench, replacing Ruiz. About 5 minutes gone by in the second period. 2-1 Danbury, and they're shorthanded yet again. Just as they were to start the period, and they scored. Rolling puck, far boards, Binghamton zone. Stubbs dropping for Cam Clark. He turns on the Jets, veers middle away from Van Durken. Clark, left wing, O-zone at the circle, around the net to the near side. Clark opening up, handing off far side Sirota. Straight away Clark to the top of the right circle, Stone. Centering pass, blocked by Frolov. Hattrick's try to camera it out, and they do, over a diving Clark at the line. Final 30 of the power play. Stone zigzags in, he's alone, shoots! Went wide, a delayed penalty called, and they get the hat tricks for hooking as Stone went right down the slot, almost untouched. Couldn't get the shot off, a reason why Bedard got the stick on the hands. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for 27 seconds when we come back on the Hat Trick Digital Network.
Need custom signs or graphics? Vision Designs brings your vision to life with quality printing and design services. Call Vision Designs today for all your custom printing needs. Need a plumber you can trust? Hope Plumbing offers fast, reliable service for all your plumbing needs. From repairs to installations, we've got you covered. Hope Plumbing, where your home is our priority. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and more. Visit Texas Roadhouse today, where great food and great times come together. Drive in style with Todd Maserati, offering the latest Maserati models and top-quality service. Visit Todd Maserati today for the luxury car experience you've been waiting for. Raise a glass at Reverie Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer in a variety of styles. Visit our tap room today and sip on something special. Reverie Brewing, where beer meets imagination. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Kiss cam time here in Binghamton. 5:49 gone by in the second period. The Hat Tricks with their second lead of the evening. A shorthanded goal from Gleb Van Durken just 55 seconds in to the period. Set up on the give and go with Vadim Frolov. But now the penalty killers tested for the Hat Tricks. It's a 5-on-3 for the next 27 seconds. Pamelayan is in the box for tripping, Bedard for hooking. And you give the top power play in the FPHL a 5-on-3 opportunity. You better hope they don't capitalize as Oliveri hammered one from the top of the left circle. He leads the team with 11 power play goals. 5-on-3, Kirkby, low right for Bond. Oliveri winding, fires wide. Springs for Kirkby, back to Oliveri. Another shot off target. Right point, it's Bond. For Oliveri, back for Bond. Fakes the shot, center point. Oliveri for Kirkby, stuff try. Stopped, whacked around near the right post. Out of the box is Pamelayan. He has the puck far side boards, and Harwell helps him out, clears it down. So 5-on-4 now for 1:15. 13:30 on the game clock, 2-1 Hat Tricks. Stubbs picked off by LaBelle, back out to center, weaving in, it's Kirkby, he shoots, airmailed it. Pops off the end glass. Thompson, high slot, gives Oliveri, waiting, centers, bounces in the air, pad save, it's free, stuff try near the left post. Oliveri stopped with the glove. LaBelle off the near boards and out. A mad scramble in front, no stick for McCullum, and he keeps the Hat Tricks in the lead. He has been by far Danbury's best penalty killer tonight. He had the glove save on Kirkby at the end of the first. Here comes Binghamton, backhander save, rebound, the net is off. Players go into the crease. And once again, chaos. Wow, Connor McCullum standing tall in the net, trying to preserve this 1-goal lead. It was a quick entry into the zone. It was Cam Clark who received a pass left side of the blue line and zipped right towards the net. The first shot was stopped, the rebound popped in the air, bodies went flying, the net came crashing off. And the night after picking up his 43rd career win, the Hat-Trick's franchise leader in wins. He's made 19 saves on 20 shots. Not even midway through regulation. 2-1 Danbury, 28 ticks on the Bedard hook. Left circle draw. Van Durken and Anderson. It's loose in the far corner. Sirota pries it free. He shoots at a save by McCullum as he was glued up against that far post.
50-50 raffle is ticket number 422540.
Hat-Trick's changed the killers. It's Ruiz with Ratcliffe. The defense stays the same. Lapel out there with Ross. Black Bears are 0 for 2 on the power play. They already squandered a 5-on-3, which lasted about 30 seconds. This the back end of it. They've also surrendered the go-ahead goal. It was shorthanded about a minute into this period. Hat-Trick's clear the zone as far as center. Stone gains the line near side. The outlet is for Ruiz, who tips it into Binghamton territory. Pressured, he gave it away. The shot stopped, pops in the air. It's behind, it's in! Ruiz, another shorthanded goal for the Hat-Tricks. Their second of the period. And they've got their largest lead of the game. It's 3-1. Johnny Ruiz, his team high 5th shorthanded goal. He turned over Clark. The puck on a platter in the slot, ripped it off the shoulder of Hapward, went airborne, plopped down, over the line. 3-1 Danbury with 12:13 to go in the second period. So the Hat-Trick's penalty kill against the #1 power play in the league has 2 shorthanded goals and a 2-goal lead. Bedard is out of the box. A sharp angle shot fought off by McCullum. Kept in at the left point, Dion. Walks middle. Weber's one-time blast blocked by Harwell. Bernardo to the near side. Angles off the boards. Weber right point. Banks it down low. Stubbs shielding Abdella. In comes Ruiz. They battle 2 aside. Mott touching for Stubbs. Centering try denied by the back of the cage. It spits near side. Harwell for Gonzalez, who cranks it off the near side. Glass rolling down the ice. It's an icing on the Hat-Tricks. Van Durken, 55 seconds in, gave the Hat-Tricks a 2-1 lead, short-handed, and now Ruiz unassisted at 7:47. His 22nd goal of the year, his 5th shorty. He's got a 4-game point streak, 3 goals, 5 points. And the captain gives Danbury a bit of a cushion. Still lots of time to go against the Black Bears team that has lost just 6 games. Kirkby pries it free. He throws it middle, and he drew a penalty. Tied up with Harwell. He kept the feet moving, and Harwell goes to the penalty box for a trip. So Danbury certainly playing with fire now. Black Bears are 0 for 3 with the man up. And of course the Hat-Tricks with the 2 shorties, but when you give this unit this many opportunities, they are going to make you pay. Hat-Tricks hoping that's not the case, but we will see. Left circle draw, Black Bears win it. It's floated low right. Gathered in by Kirkby. Cross ice pass, Oliveri at the left point. Down the wall, backhand for Bond. Return Oliveri, centers Stubbs on the backhand, couldn't get the shot off. LaBelle shovels, can't clear. Right circle Kirkby. Looking, center is blocked. There goes Frolov from right to left. Streaking up the left wing, Frolov cuts middle, he's denied. Out to center it goes, and Bedard floats it into Binghamton territory. Approaching the midway point, second period. 3-1 Hat-Tricks, still 1:20 on the kill. Off the end boards, it's Kirkby around the net. Throws it into the middle, bounces around. Right corner, it's Kirkby. Pressured by LaBelle. Kirkby for the Black Bears. To the right point, Bond. Tiptoes the line. Gives back for Kirkby. Return Bond. Top left circle. Pressured by Van Durken and Frolov. Low left, it's Thompson. For Kirkby, right circle. Defended by LaBelle. Up top, Bond. No shots, everything to the outside. Oliveri, straight away, wrist shot, gloved, rebound covered. 9:51 to play in the second period. 40 ticks on the Harwell trip. Hat tricks with 2 shorthanded goals in this period lead the Black Bears 3-1 in Binghamton.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. Reliable heating oil delivery and expert service to keep your home comfortable. Call Mitchell Oil today for quality service you can trust. Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Fresh frozen yogurt with endless topping combinations. Visit today and create your perfect dessert. Peach Wave, where the possibilities are sweet. Building something special, Kellogg Hardwood Lumber has the finest kiln-dried hardwood lumber for all your projects. From flooring to furniture, we have what you need. Visit Kellogg Hardwood Lumber today. From sports injuries to joint pain, Ortho Connecticut has you covered. Expert orthopedic care for every body. Call today to schedule your consultation. Ortho Connecticut, where movement matters. Looking for reliable waste management solutions? Oak Ridge provides efficient, eco-friendly waste and recycling services for businesses and homes. Call Oak Ridge today and simplify your waste disposal. Looking for the perfect place to work on your golf game? Head to Golf Ranch in Brookfield. With a covered driving range, lessons for all skill levels, and a fun 18-hole mini golf course, there's something for everyone. Get ready to tee off at Golf Ranch in Brookfield.
Back inside Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton. The hat tricks up 2 on the Black Bears, 3-1 with 9:51 remaining in the second period. 2 shorthanded goals in this period. Van Durken and Ruiz have the hat tricks out to their largest lead of the game. Black Bears still with the man up for the next 30 seconds. Harwell in the box for tripping. Hat tricks clear it. And Binghamton from left to right gains the line. It's Kirkby near half wall, pestered by Abdella. Slings it across Oliveri. Center point, wanders middle. Gives for Bond, winds, fires, blocked by Newberg. And Gonzalez shovels down the ice. McCullum in the hat trick's net. 21 saves on 22 shots. CJ Hapward in his pro debut. 3 goals allowed on 12 shots. Out of the box is Harwell. Right point shot from Stone, flutters wide. Behind the net, Thompson pounces on it for Binghamton. Low to high feed. Stone, right point. Dancing around Ratcliffe. Feeds it off the end boards. All the way around. Received by Robinson for the hat tricks. He'll clank it off the far wall. Stone for Binghamton. Pressured by Robinson. Rolling puck. Stone tapping it up the near side boards. To the far side, into the skates of Anderson, and back for Christou for the hat tricks. To his D partner LaBelle, left wing near boards. His dump in hit a player and went out of play, so the whistle. These two teams seeing each other for the first time since December 28th. Binghamton won that game 5-0. But the hat tricks have handed the Black Bears 2 of their 6 losses all season. One here in Binghamton and the other a 7-4 victory in Danbury. Teams have gone 2+ months without playing each other, and now they'll see each other 4 times over the next month. Black Bears escape the zone. It's Ramakers bursting up right wing into the zone. Sirota lifted stick by Christou. Sirota below the goal line. To the left point. Anderson shoots. Hit a mound of bodies in front. Bernardo for the Black Bears in the near corner. Walks up the wall. Hands off for Stone. Feathered down low. Ramakers pressured by Christou. Ramakers shielding. Loose puck along the kick plate behind the net. Squirts free for LaBelle. He uses the far boards, taking away Sirota. Right point Stone for the Black Bears. Off the end boards, in front, steered away McCullum. Bernardo stapled up against the end boards by Christou. Spits out for LaBelle. Out to center it goes. Jesse Anderson for Binghamton. As we approach 7 minutes to go in the second period, a giveaway. Hamalain in the O-zone. Elevated pass, Frolov whacking it down low. Woolley back for Frolov, just out of his reach. Low to high, left point Ross. Wrist shot, gloved by Hapward. And no rebound with exactly 7 minutes remaining in the second period. 3-1 Danbury. Hat-tricks in the midst of a 5-game and 10-day stretch. The next one Wednesday in Poughkeepsie, a makeup contest from November with HC Venom. And then 2 at home against the Dashers Hockey Club. These are the 2 top teams in the Empire. And this game has been tight throughout. 2 shorthanded goals the difference for Danbury, both in this period. Van Durken and Ruiz. Black Bears at center, it's Clark. Gains the line, left side. Space opens, he shoots, wide left, springs in, they score! Off the backboards and batted out of midair past McCullum. It's CJ Stubbs near the left post, and the Black Bears are within 1. Oh, an unfortunate bounce again for the Hat-tricks. It's been lively off the backboards. Kicked off the kick plate in front. And Stubbs, with his 20th goal of the year, makes it a 1-goal game. So the Black Bears with 2 even-strength goals. Hat-tricks with a power play strike and 2 shorthanded. 3-2 with under 6.5 remaining in the middle frame. Ruiz gets the red line, he shoots in. Dion had his stick lifted by Harwell. Back for Dan Weber. Outlet, Gonzalez steps up, keeps it alive. A race forward in the near corner. Harwell dispossessed. Ratcliffe spun off the puck by Weber. Slipped for Stubbs. Elevated far side, Clark gains the line, right circle. Clark around Christou, who did a nice job poking it off his stick. It rims around to the far boards, Hullaby. Hullaby brings it in, and Hat-tricks did not touch it. They end up tagging up, so no offside on Danbury. Kirkby ramps it in on goal, and a glove stop from McCullum. Again, not much McCullum could do on that goal. Another quick entry, a shot well wide in the rebound. Stubbs on the flyby, just batted it out of midair and over the line. 3-2 game, 5.5 to go. Right circle face-off. Binghamton wins. Oliveri sweeps it wide of the net. Bond pinches left point. Feathers down low for Thompson. Handoff Oliveri, right point. Anderson, wrist shot, tipped out of play by Robinson. And another face-off upcoming in the Hat-tricks end.
Down to CPR in downtown Binghamton. We got you.
It'll be Newberg, the former Black Bear, against the league leader in goals and points, and the Black Bears captain, Tyson Kirkby. Right circle. It's poked free by Robinson, but right to Thompson. Low right, shot save, rebound out for Kirkby. He'll play it to the back. One-timer, Anderson denied with the pad by McCullum. Oliveri's turnaround shot blocked as well. Hullaby chopping at it. LaBelle from right to left. Over center, he'll sauce in on goal. Hapward had trouble with it, and then covers at the final media timeout of period 2. The Black Bears get one back. It's a 1-goal game, 3-2 with exactly 5 remaining in the middle frame. Stay with us on the Hat-tricks Digital Network.
Hat-tricks fans, are you hungry? Caroluzzi's Markets has the best sub shop and the best selection of chef-prepared meals for easy dinners. Caroluzzi's is your one-stop supermarket for all your grocery needs and so much more. Craving something sweet? Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With new flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. Visit Crumble today. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Hey Hat-Tricks fans, for a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hat-Tricks friends and family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta.
Get back to feeling your best with Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for every body and every injury. Call today to start your recovery. Hat City Physical Therapy. Your health is our focus. Fairfield County Bank is the official bank of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. It's where the Hat-Tricks bank and the tellers wear the Danbury Hat-Tricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hat-Tricks and are proud to support their hometown team.
A one-goal hockey game in Binghamton, exactly 5 minutes on the clock, second period, and the Hat-Tricks clinging to a 3-2 advantage. Two shorthanded goals earlier in the period made it 3-1, and CJ Stubbs with the most recent tally at 13-18. Has us at a one-goal contest. Face off in the Binghamton zone. They win possession, and they're out. Through center, Bond chips it in right corner. Ross for his D partner Bedard. Racing after it. Locates Frolov. Far half wall. Off the glass, Woolley. Gathers, shoots, glove save, springs out of the glove, and the rebound popped over the net by Van Durken on the follow-up. It spits free in the slot. Woolley dancing. Van Durken on goal. Save. Woolley again from the far side. And he fanned on the shot. Woolley had a power play goal in that first period. The long outlet too far for Oliveri. And it turns into an icing on Binghamton. Again, that Woolley, Van Durken, and Frolov line all over the offensive zone. Hat-Tricks in search of that two-goal lead yet again. Right circle face-off. Kirkby and Harwell. It's loose. Swipe to the near boards, and Oliveri has it for Binghamton. The lead for Kirkby. He taps it. No icing. Abdella lost it to Thompson. Low right. Angles near board. Stone. One-timer. Oh, it hit Harwell up high. He's all right, though. Looks like just a stinger. We play on. Oliveri behind the net. Elevated pass skips the stick of Weber and back out to neutral ice. Under 4 remaining, second period, 3-2. Hat-Tricks with the lead. Puck skittered in on McCullum. He steers it for Gonzalez. Outlet pass was clogged up into the zone. Bernardo's wrist shot blocker save by McCullum. Sirota on it for the Black Bears. Far side boards. Ramakers around Gonzalez. Around the net. Centers, Sirota tapping. Right point, Stone. Back for Ramakers. Right corner. In front, Gonzalez. Knocks it away. It's thrown wide left. Centered. Bernardo. Far corner to the left point. Weber's wrist shot. Score! A redirection in the slot. The Black Bears with back-to-back goals. They've tied it at 3. It's Scott Ramakers. His 16th goal of the season, his second point of the game, now up to 9 points in his last 5 games. 4 goals and 5 assists. And a Hat-Tricks 2-goal lead disappears just like that. Black Bears want more. They have yet to lead in this game. 1-0 Danbury, 1-1, then 3-1, now 3-3. Hat-Tricks in the O-zone. A right wing shot from Hullaby, fought off by Hatward. Hamalayan up the near wall. Filters down low, Robinson in the left corner. Shoved off the puck, Stubbs can't clear. LaBelle, left point, throws towards the goal. Glove save, Hatward. And no rebound. Bernardo with his second point of the game in his FPHL debut. Fresh out of SUNY Cortland. And a deflection in the slot has the game tied at 3. Good crowd here at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. They've had a little bit more to cheer for here in period 2 as they've tied the game up. Left circle, face-off, Robinson shoots, left pad save. Spits out right point. Christou passes down low. LaBelle keeps at the left point as it rimmed around. Hullaby, low left, gallops middle. Wrist shot off the end boards, almost popped out in front. Hat-tricks don't get the bounce. Loose puck near corner. Binghamton out to center. It's gloved by LaBelle for the Hat-tricks. Robinson back for Christou. He'll dart after it. Up the near wall. Pocket picked by Stubbs. Clark for Stubbs, through him. LaBelle for the Hat-tricks, dropping off Christou. Near boards Hullaby, shoved by Bond, and the puck kept in at the right point. He'll wheel it down low. Stubbs, center is shut, stopped by McCullum. It was Dion set up near the left post, and McCullum read it all the way and makes the save, keeps it a 3-3 game with 1:30 to go in the second. Puck shot in by Dion. Ross retrieves for the Hat-tricks. Pass to Bedard, the lead Frolov. Up the right side, Hat-tricks nearly offside. They'll tag up, forfeit possession. Bond with 1:10 on the clock. Black Bears send it into the Hat-trick zone. It's Ross. Right side, neutral zone. Bedard fluttered ahead. Thompson took it away. He zips after it behind the net. Thompson guarding Bedard. Climbs the wall, lost it. Bedard for the Hat-tricks with 40 seconds. Over the red, dumps in, goes to the bench for a change. Pitchforked up the near wall and skied out to center. It's a breakaway play offside. Thompson well ahead of the pack, looking for the alley-oop. He caught it like a wide receiver in his lap, but he was a step or two over the line offside with 30 seconds remaining in this second period. Face off all the way back in the Binghamton zone, left circle. Ruiz against Ramakers. Now Harwell in after Ruiz gets kicked. Ruiz takes possession, loose puck left circle, and Ramakers takes it for Binghamton. Sliding back for Anderson, turns on the Jets on right wing at center. Handing off, centering pass, Ramakers shoots! Floater and a glove save by McCullum. It was partially blocked, and McCullum reacting to the redirection. Now the face-off of the near circle, it's Ruiz and Ramakers. Ramakers wins it forward on goal. And a stop from McCullum before Ramakers could tuck it home. 3-3 game, final 11 seconds of the second. Hat-tricks win the face-off. Gonzalez zigzags right in front of the net. Outlet too far for Ratcliffe. Tapped at center. Bernardo forcing ahead on left wing. Final second, no shot. Period over. Well, the Black Bears crawl their way back, down 3-1 after two shorthanded goals, 55 seconds in from Van Durken, and at 7:47, Ruiz. CJ Stubbs and Scott Ramakers with the answers at 13:18 and 16:49, and that's where we stand after 40 minutes of play. Another tight contest between these two sides. 31 shots for Binghamton, 19 for Danbury. What a game so far. Didn't really expect much else. This, a big measuring stick game for Danbury against the already deemed Empire Division champion Binghamton Black Bears, and the Hat-Tricks have certainly held their own. Would like to see a little bit more 5-on-5 zone time for Danbury. Of course, they've got the power play goal and the 2 shorthanded strikes. But it was the third period yesterday where the Hat-Tricks certainly dominated. 4 goals, 5 unanswered overall, and the Hat-Tricks winners 5-2 over the Wolves. So the Black Bears will do their version of Chuck a Puck at the intermission. And while they do that, let's check in with our friends at Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Protect your investments with Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Whether it's outdoor furniture, boats, or your outdoor kitchen, we've got you covered. Literally, at Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut, we specialize in expert shrink wrapping to safeguard your valuable items from harsh weather, dirt, and damage. We wrap anything, no job is too big or too small. We're your trusted local choice for professional shrink wrapping services. Call us today at 203-791-9317 and let us help you protect what matters most. Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. We wrap it, you relax. End of 2 in Binghamton. 3-3 the score. Tie hockey game with the third period looming. In that period, we had 4 combined goals, 2 for the Hat-Tricks and 2 for the Black Bears. Both Danbury goals shorthanded. Van Durken from Frolov 55 seconds in. Then Ruiz at 7:47. That one also shorthanded. Black Bears with the response at 13:18 and 16:49. First it was CJ Stubbs from Cam Clark and Dale Dion, followed up by Scott Ramakers, Dan Weber, and Anthony Bernardo with the helpers. Shots 31-19 after 2, and a 3-3 game with the final frame of regulation upcoming in the next 15 minutes or so. It's still Chuck a Puck here in Binghamton. We'll rejoin you for the start of the third period. But first, let's take a trip around the FPHL. Some other games in action on a Friday night. In the Fed, the Blue Ridge Bobcats, who handed Binghamton a regulation loss last weekend, lead HC Venom 2-0 at Hitachi Energy Arena in Wytheville, Virginia. In Watertown, the Carolina Thunderbirds up 4-1 on the Wolves. Carolina plays the Black Bears tomorrow night here at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. The Battle of I-94 up in Michigan. The Port Huron Prowlers and the Motor City Rockers tied up at 1 apiece. And then some continental action for you. The Monroe Moccasins up 1-0 on the Columbus River Dragons. Second period. Athens Rock Lobsters 2, Baton Rouge Zydeco 1. And the Mississippi Seawolves and the Danville Dashers, the 2 seller teams in both divisions. It's 2-0 Mississippi, who last weekend put together a couple of wins, and the Hat-Tricks face off with them in early April. Maybe the Seawolves getting hot at the right time. They are the only team officially eliminated from the playoffs as of now. Well, that's our trip around the FPHL. And we will...
This t-shirt toss was brought to you by Worldwide Sports Supply. Need t-shirts? For almost 45 years, Worldwide Sports Supply has
return
been
for
its favorite place.
the start of the third period in what should be one of the more exciting finishes of the season. It just seems like it's been that way, Hat-Tricks and Black Bears, for a long time now. Going all the way back to the Hat-Tricks Cup run and win. They were dominant. Black Bears were probably the only team that got a couple of wins off the Hat-Tricks in that historic season. And then even last year, Danbury playing Binghamton 18 times on the Black Bears' way to their first Commissioner's Cup championship. Hattricks gave Binghamton some fits as well, so there was plenty to like. Last year between this rivalry and even this year, Hattricks trying to close that gap a little bit. Black Bears with a 5-2 series lead on the Hattricks. But plenty of games still to come. Hattricks with 10 games remaining, including tonight. They play the Black Bears 3 more times after today. That trip to Mississippi, and then they close up the season at home against the Watertown Wolves. You have to wonder how much playoff implication will be on the line on that Saturday night in Danbury. That's the 12th of April. So the Hattricks just trying to get through this 5-game and 10-day stretch. They'll get a couple of days off. Nothing tomorrow, nothing Sunday, but they do play Wednesday of next week and then Friday, Saturday at home. All right, we're about 11 minutes away from the start of the third period from Binghamton. We'll rejoin you 3-3, Hattricks and Black Bears. Third period is on the other side. You're watching Danbury Hattricks Hockey on the Hattricks Digital Network.
Hattricks fans, get ready for your next fishing adventure with Candlewood Bait and Tackle. Everything you need from live bait to top quality gear. Visit us today and reel in the big one. Need a coffee fix? Cash and Live Coffee Creations has your favorite lattes, cold brews, and more. Made fresh, just for you. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where coffee meets creativity. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. The Danbury Parking Authority reminds you to park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game.
Here we go. Start of the third period from inside Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton, New York. After 2, we are tied at 3. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. Doug Latuca with you on a Friday night from Binghamton. Game 2 of the weekend for the Hat-Tricks. Winners yesterday in Watertown, 5-2 on the backs of a 4-goal third period. They scored 5 unanswered goals to erase a 2-0 deficit. They were down 2-1 entering the third period. And they ramped up their play, burying 4 goals in the third. Tonight, a measuring stick, final frame of regulation against the top team, not only in the Empire Division, but in the entire FPHL, a team that has been awarded back-to-back Empire Division crowns, the defending Commissioner's Cup champions. And here tonight, the Hat-Tricks have a chance to hand them just their 7th loss of the season. Danbury has taken them down twice already this year. Once in Danbury 7-4, and earlier in that same month of November on the 2nd, here in Binghamton, 4-3 shootout win. If you're just joining us, here's the scoring. Woolley on the power play at 8:27 made it 1-0. Black Bears answered about a minute later, Dan Stone. That's how we ended the first period. You start the second period with a shorthanded goal from Gleb Van Durkin, followed up by another shorty from Johnny Ruiz. So 3-1 Hat-Tricks on a power play goal and 2 shorthanded goals, but the Black Bears responding. Stubbs and Ramakers at 13-18 and 16-49. This game is tied up at 3. What do the Hat-Tricks have? 3-3 game. They move left to right in the third period as they go for a weekend sweep. And right off the jump, an icing on the Hat-Tricks 7 seconds in. LaBelle's outlet pass missed the stick of Ruiz. Hat-Tricks points in 19 of their last 20, wins in 18 of their first 24 games in 2025. Binghamton, on the other hand, winners of 19 of their previous 20 games. They win a left circle draw. Anderson shot, floats over the crossbar, and ricochets out of play. It was a quick snapper from Anderson, which nicked off a player in front, over the net, and out of play. We've played just 13 seconds in this third period. Face off at the left circle, won by Mott of the Black Bears. Straight away, Weber's shot blocked by Harwell. Springs right back to Weber. Swept around the kick plate near side. Ratcliffe saucing through center, bouncing puck through Harwell. He has Weber in his pocket. Hat-Tricks making changes. Harwell harassed from behind, one-handed towards the left point, and poked back into Binghamton territory. Outlet Clark on left wing. Cuts middle. Black Bears in the zone. Stubbs to the near side. Mott knocked off the puck. Ross found Frolov, who chips it up and into the Binghamton bench. No penalty for delay of game. Did not clear the bench. Hat-Tricks scratches tonight. Jordan Popoff, Corey Anderson, and Justin Movalli. Popoff and Movalli, the third pair yesterday in Watertown. They both get replaced by Dimitri Christou and Zach Ross, the 2 college players for the Hat-Tricks, and Corey Anderson dealing with a couple of ailments, gets the night off. Off the left circle draw, Thompson shot, blockered away by McCullum. Left point Bond, his wrister ramps off a stick, flies into the right corner, swatted around by Kirkby and settled by Ross. He'll zip through center, right up the gut, backhand sauce for Woolley, who started the scoring in the first on the power play. Pressed off the puck by Stone. A pass tipped by Frolov, but finds Kirkby, and the outlet right into the stick of Oliveri. Back to the near side, Thompson corrals Oliveri, throws middle, blocked by Ross for the Hat-Tricks. Kept in right point, Stone. His shot wide left. Gathered in by Frolov for the Hat-Tricks near glass. Out to center, brought back in by Ramaker's offside. Just 1:39 melted off in the third period. This game is tied up 3-3. Hat-tricks and Black Bears. For the 8th time this year, Binghamton has won 5 of the first 7. Face off at the near dot right in front of the Hat-tricks bench, and Danbury takes possession. Outlet from Gonzalez. Hit a Black Bears player, no icing. It's Dion, far side boards, out to center. Pinballs around, glove down by Abdella. Bernardo, who has 2 assists in his FBHL debut, digging forward at the right point. Stolen away by Robinson, taken back by Bernardo, who reverses course. Jesse Anderson for Dion. Left wing near wall, Ramakers over the blue line, poked away by Gonzalez. Free puck below the Hat-tricks goal line. Through Pamelayan, Black Bears keep, center point Anderson, wrist shot over the net, springs off the end boards. Hullaby shielding for the Hat-tricks left corner. He's turned over, Sirota was hooked, delayed penalty. Out of the net, CJ Hapwood, he was going to the bench, now he will as he plays it in the near corner. So extra skater on, delayed penalty on the Hat-tricks. And Binghamton at center ice. Anderson, left wing, slips it middle for Kirkby, and the Hat-tricks touch up. Hat-tricks with 2 shorthanded goals in this game and a power play goal. And now Binghamton to its 6th power play of the game. They are 0 for 5. Hat-tricks are 1 for 3. Danbury's penalty kill has been strong over the last couple of weeks. This, their biggest test of the night. 3-3 game, now 3 minutes into the third. Black Bears in the zone, they give it away to Ratcliffe, who skies it through center, almost at the scoreboard. And the Black Bears forced to go 200 feet from right to left. Dakota Bond orchestrates this top power play unit. Right up the gut, untouched. Bond to the net, shoots, scores! He wasn't touched. Coast to coast, Dakota Bond over the right shoulder of McCullum. And the Black Bears have their first lead of the game, a power play goal early in the third. Bond's 16th goal of the season puts Binghamton in front. He gathered the puck behind his net and then turboed right through center. Nobody touched him. One whack from LaBelle and top left corner. 4-3 Binghamton. Hat-tricks looking for a counter, but Sirota takes it away. Up the right wing, it's Ramakers. Around Abdella, gets stapled to the end boards. Bernardo in the right corner. To the back, Stone hopped his stick. Stone at center. Woolley harassing him from behind. Puck just outside Danbury's zone. Stone to the near side, Ramakers. Stone carries over the blue line, flicks it for Ramakers offside. 4:03 erased in the third period, and finally the Hat-tricks undisciplined play comes back to bite them. Binghamton cashes in on its 6th power play opportunity of the night, and now Danbury plays from behind for the first time in this game. They were down 2-1 entering the third yesterday, and they scored 4 straight goals to win it 5-2. Hullaby blows a tire in the far corner Binghamton zone. Clark corrals for the Black Bears. He darts through center. Over the blue line, right side. Center is Weber in the slot. Shoots! Glove save from McCullum again! That glove on fire from MC. He robbed Kirkby in the first, and he keeps it a 1-goal game early here in the third. Connor McCullum putting on a show here despite the 4 goals allowed. He's made 30 saves, and he keeps Danbury within an arm's reach. 1 goal down. They've got to pick up the play, though, here. Black Bears have certainly tipped the scales. Binghamton wins the draw left circle. A stub shot was deflected. Ratcliffe near the blue line, forces out to center. Angled off the far boards. A backhander from Mott, easily steered away by McCullum into the right corner. LaBelle and Mott converge. Stubbs beats Christo, centering pass, and Clark's one-timer deflected wide. Stone keeps it alive. His shot blocked. Hattrick's the other way. 3-on-2, left to right. Left wing Ruiz, poked away by Stone. Harwell to the left point, LaBelle. Around the kick plate, bouncing puck. Harwell in front, Ratcliffe spinning, sets up LaBelle, taken away. Numbers for the Black Bears. It's Mott, right wing, Mott looking for Clark, and a sliding Bedard knocks it away. Puck goes out to center. 5:20 gone by third period. The Black Bears with the go-ahead goal. Dakota Bond on the power play early in this frame. Puck clanked off the far side boards. Frolov for Van Durken. Darting in left side. Van Durken shoots. Shoulder save by Hapward. And it pops out of play. The go-ahead goal, Dakota Bond unassisted at 3:24 coast to coast. And the Black Bears with their first lead of the game. It's 4-3. About 5.5 minutes into the third period, right here on the Hattricks Digital Network.
When legal matters arise, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. Expert legal guidance for businesses and individuals. Your case matters. Let us help you with personalized professional service. Keep your car running smoothly with Dowler Garage. From maintenance to repairs, trust our experts to get the job done right. Visit Dowler Garage in New Preston today. Service you can depend on. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. From fire and water damage to mold removal, we provide fast and reliable restoration services. Paul Davis, restoring your peace of mind. Need tickets? TicketSmarter makes it easy to find and buy tickets for concert, sports, and more. Visit TicketSmarter.com today and get the best seats in the house. Frustrated with your business's sluggish tech? Advanced Computer Technologies is here to help. From IT solutions to cybersecurity, we've got you covered. Call us today and keep your business tech on track towards the future.
Back in Binghamton, 5:37 gone by, period 3, and the Black Bears with their first lead of the game. Dakota Bond coast to coast on the power play at 3:24. Hattricks led this game 3-1 more than midway through the second period. Binghamton with 3 unanswered goals has the slight advantage. Left circle draw in the Binghamton zone. Van Durken wins for Frolov. Wrist shot blocked by a kneeling Dion. Loose puck, Van Durken for Woolley. Low right to the right point. Bedard shot blocked in the slot. Spits out for Kirkby. Black Bears into the O-zone. Oliveri, right wing. Pass inside, deflected wide. Kirkby recorrals near boards. He'll swing it around. Van Durken lost the handle. Woolley helps him out, lifts the stick of Thompson. From left to right, angles off the boards. Frolov back for Woolley. Denied by a kneeling Dion. Binghamton in transition the other way. They gain the line from the right point. A pass for Anderson blocked by Pamelayan. Binghamton still with it. Up the wall, Kirkby. Cuts middle near the blue line. Sauce pass, right circle, Thompson. Behind the net, Oliveri shoots from a sharp angle off the mask of McCullum. Thompson whacks one wide. Right point, Kirkby. On goal, deflected wide by Thompson, who was right in front. Left point, Bond. Walks middle, one-timer, Anderson. That one blocked as well. Centering pass through the crease. Thompson left circle. Pestered by Pamelayan. To the back, Bond. Down the left wall at the circle. Bond shoots. Airmailed it. Ross might have got a piece. Deflected it up into the protective netting. Black Bears surging in the offensive zone, and Danbury surviving. Hattricks, when tied after 2 periods of play, they are 3-0-2. They trail by 1 About 7 minutes gone in the third period. Near circle draw, Hat-Tricks win possession. They rim it around far side. Kicked along by Harwell, taken away by the Black Bears. And then Harwell regains possession. The outlet Gonzalez through neutral ice. He'll flip it into the left corner. Ruiz charging in, shoots one over the crossbar. And back out to center, it rolls. Gonzalez handcuffed in the left corner. Hat-Trick's end. Sirota takes it, leaves it for Ruiz, who kisses it off the near glass. Stone pressured by Harwell. He'll shovel out to center. Bernardo keeps it moving from right to left. Ramakers gains the blue line, gets turned back at center. 12:15 remaining in the third period. 4-3 Binghamton. Black Bears won a game 3-2 here the day before Thanksgiving. Well, earlier in this season. Christou back for LaBelle. Van Durkin at center for Woolley. Turned back. Center ice shot handled by McCullum. Christou from behind the Hat-Tricks net. Hands off Van Durkin on left wing. Dipsy-do around Stubbs. Gives right circle Frolov. His shot blocked off the end boards. Van Durkin sandwiched behind the net. He's slow to get up. Black Bears have numbers. A shot, trickles on, and a save from McCullum. Covers with the glove. Van Durkin was not happy with the crunch behind the net. Two Black Bear players converged on him, and he's just now getting back to the bench. Hat-Tricks can ill afford to lose Van Durkin, who has led the way offensively for Danbury this year in goals and points. Has one tonight. Right circle draw, Hat-Trick zone. A tie-up, far corner Stubbs. Pressed on by Newberg. Rims around Clark, lost it to LaBelle for the Hat-Tricks. Hullaby can't clear. Anderson keeps left point. Throws it cross-ice. Stubbs for the cutting Dion. In front, save. Rebound denied as well. Two shots that never left the ice. Two pad stops from McCullum. Mott keeps it alive for Binghamton. Right point, Clark. Will pound it in deep. Hat-Tricks escape the zone. Wobbling puck into Binghamton territory. Anderson for Dion. Left wing, neutral zone. Fumbled the puck. Hullaby will loft it in deep. We approach the midway point, third period. Black Bears with 3 unanswered goals, including the go-ahead score. Bond, 3:24 into this period on the power play. Through center, the pass for Kirkby, tipped away. Anderson on it, into the zone, left wing. Steers it middle, off a skate. Kirkby dropping Bond, top of the left circle. He fires one wide left. Picked up far side, Kirkby. In the right corner, to the back, Oliveri. Near side, Stone picks it up off the boards and slips it down low. Bedard for the Hat-Tricks. He's behind the net. The outlet is for Ratcliffe. Near side through center. Ruiz taps it in. Paddled down by Hapward. Bond, or rather that's Stone, through 3 Hat-Tricks. Black Bears offside as Oliveri was spinning and receiving the puck near the blue line.
It's time for the Matthews Collision Center.
With 9:43 to go, third period. And the Black Bears with a 4-3 lead. Hat-Tricks looking for the equalizer on a Friday night from Binghamton.
Craving that perfect thin crust pizza? Head to Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Enjoy delicious, crispy edge bar style pizza and have some fun in our arcade while you're here. Great food and entertainment for the whole family, only at Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Looking for your next ride? Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson has you covered. With a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus unbeatable deals, Orchard CDJR is your one-stop shop for all things automotive. Visit Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson today, where great cars meet great service. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hat-Tricks official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all. locally owned, printed on paper from Connecticut trees. Upgrade your home with Buzz 8 Appliance, offering the latest in appliances with expert service and unbeatable prices. Visit us today or shop online. Buzz 8 Appliance, your local home solution.
Doug Latuca back with you in downtown Binghamton. Friday night hockey, 1-goal game. Black Bears have scored 3 straight, 2 in the second, and the only goal here in the third to take their first lead of the game 4-3. 9:43 remaining. Face off at the far dot outside the hat-trick zone. Danbury wins it, but Stone takes possession for the Black Bears. He sends into Danbury's zone, and the outlet through Bond. It's Frolov, right wing O-zone. Curls in the corner. Centers for Woolley off his skate and springs off the end boards. Woolley takes it away from Sirota, but it's pried out to center. Gonzalez in the left corner, hat-trick's end. Locates Woolley, far half wall. Van Durken out to center. Gonzalez on right wing, worked on by Bond, who tapped the puck off his stick. And his outlet pass, too far for Sirota. Gonzalez at the end of the shift, touches it towards the Binghamton end. Instead, it's shoveled into the hat-trick zone. LaBelle, far boards, up for Robinson at center. He'll angle off the wall. Hullaby tapping for Robinson. Back for Hullaby, left corner. Taken by Robinson. Knocked off the puck by Dion. Takes a spill. Free puck in the slot. Pamelayan takes it. Pamelayan in the slot, dancing. Pass down low, and Robinson couldn't get it to go. The helmet of Hapward comes flying off as one of his teammates collided with him. Danbury with a 2-on-0 down low off the nifty moves from Pamelayan in the slot around 2 Black Bears in the setup. But Binghamton getting back, lifting the stick, and no shot. 4-3 with 8:20 to play. 41-20 the shots favoring the Black Bears. A team that's lost just once over its last 20 games. Happened last weekend in Virginia. Right circle draw. Binghamton zone. It's Robinson and Mott. Mott wins for Binghamton. Dan Weber near wall, centering pass taken away and then chopped out of harm's way into neutral ice. It's Christou for Pamelayan, who ramps it in. We're under 8 minutes to go. Third period, 1-goal Binghamton lead. Stubbs looking for Clark. It was deflected, and the Hat-Tricks reorganize in their own zone. LaBelle to center. Ruiz tips it in. Bond retrieves for the Black Bears, bouncing puck. Ratcliffe, right corner. He'll rim it around to the far side. Pinching is Ross. Throws inside. Steered away by Hapward. Collected Thompson on left wing. Gets the red line. Tosses in. Takes a hit from Harwell. McCullum for Ross in the far corner. Banked up the boards. Rolling puck. Settled. Harwell for Ratcliffe. Up the gut. Pass for Harwell and his skates. Couldn't get the shot off. Another give and go from the Hat-Tricks. Just off the mark. Kirkby into the O-zone. Gives Oliveri right circle. His shot off of McCullum. Might have hit the iron and out of play. Oliveri left untouched in that right circle. And he ripped one. I believe McCullum grazed it with the mitt. 38 saves on 42 shots. Last night he made 37 saves on 39 opportunities. Mentioned just the 2-4-1 record, but that .916 save percentage for MC. Right circle, Oliveri's shot fought off by McCullum. From left to right, it's Frolov. Into the zone. Chips and charges. Abdella whacks it right corner. Woolley spinning. Center's looking for Van Durken. He's on it left circle. To the point, Abdella. His shot flutters wide. Loose puck near half wall. Pinching is Gonzalez, and the Black Bears send it down the ice. On goal, no icing on Binghamton. Long pass, the lead for Woolley. He'll ramp it in, and the Black Bears hurl it back into the Hat-Tricks zone. Gonzalez up for Hullaby. Did he get the red? He did, no icing. Stone clanks it off the near boards, out to center. Christou, pressured. Glove down by Robinson at center. Bernardo takes it away for Binghamton. The lead is for Ramakers. He did not touch it, and it turns into an icing on Binghamton. Hat-Trick scored the first goal of this game. Woolley on the power play at 8:27. Hat-Tricks are 17-3-3 when they score first, and mention the 3-0-2 when tied into the third. They're looking for their fourth straight road win and their third straight overall. Right circle face-off. It's in some skates, and Weber carries to center for Binghamton. Weber in the right corner. Shifting, centers all the way through. Mott, low left. Tosses into the slot. Knocked away by Newberg. Christou, left corner. Softly for Hullaby. Near wall at center. He'll rainbow it into the far side corner. Time continues to tick on the Hat-Tricks. They'll have one more media timeout to talk things over, and of course have their timeout in their back pocket. Down by one. 5:10 on the clock. Mott maneuvers through center, gains the line, wrist shot wide left. He pounces on the free puck. Near the left point. He's pestered. Bond right off the bench, slides it for Dion. The lead is for Mott. Poke checked off the puck. Ratcliffe nullified at the blue line. Mott from right to left. Through Stubbs. A lot of pinball at center ice. Bond over the red. Winds up. And sauces across. Errant pass behind Clark. Ratcliffe swept away by Bond. Hat-Trick's having a tough time setting up in the offensive zone. Under 4.5 to play in regulation. 4-3 Binghamton. Stubbs, an area pass. Clark left point. His shot blocked. Van Durkin dangling. Headman for Ratcliffe. And he'll slide into the far corner. Anderson for Kirkby. Miscommunication. Van Durkin stole it. Sends it near side. Frolov at the circle. Walk, shoot, save, rebound. Woolley couldn't untangle his stick. Black Bears the other way. It's Thompson. Steps over the red line. Floats in. Thompson hits Frolov, takes the puck, is shot wide right. Kirkby to the back. Right point Anderson. Intercepted by Van Durkin. Left wing Woolley offensive zone. He'll drag, shoot, miss the target. Oliveri at the right circle. Slips it to the far boards neutral zone. Black Bears clear. Woolley with 3:20 remaining in the third. Gonzalez with speed. Up the near wall, right wing, turned away by Ramakers. Woolley supports, out to center. Wobbling puck, Sirota. Turns on the Jets, right wing ozone, slip shot blocked by LaBelle. Into the netting. And the final 3:06 of regulation. Upcoming, Black Bears lead the Hat-Tricks 4-3. And time running out on Danbury.
Craving breakfast all day? Come to IHOP for pancakes, omelets, and more any time of the day. Visit your local IHOP today because breakfast is always a good idea. Kick back and relax with a cold beer from Housatonic River Brewing. Craft brews made locally with love. Visit our tap room today. Housatonic River Brewing, where great beer meets great company. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Ready for your dream getaway? Let Dream Vacations plan the perfect trip for you. From cruises to tropical resorts, we make travel easy. Call today and start packing for your dream vacation. Start your morning right with Grounds Donut House. Delicious donuts, fresh coffee, and local charm. Visit us today for a sweet start to your day. Grounds Donut House, where every bite is a delight. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need quality dental care? Aspen Dental makes it easy to get the smile you deserve. Affordable, reliable, and convenient. Call now to schedule your appointment at Aspen Dental, where we bring smiles to life.
The final 3:06 of regulation from Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in downtown Binghamton. Doug Latuca with you. The Black Bears with the lone goal in this third period. Their only lead of this game, thanks to a coast-to-coast power play goal from Dakota Bond, top left corner, 3:24 in to this period. Black Bears winners of 19 of their last 20. They've lost just 3 games on home ice all year and 6 total. They lead the season series 5-2. Hat-tricks in search of their 3rd straight win, 4th in a row away from home. They've secured points in 19 of their last 20 games. Something has to give. Under 3 minutes to go, Hat-tricks in search of the equalizer. Free puck in the right corner. Robinson, stapled by Dion. Ramaker supports for the Black Bears. Robinson to the left point, LaBelle. He shoots wide left. Off the end boards. Kamalayan in the corner, poking at it. Hullaby lifts his stick, throws middle, and it's whacked down the ice. Does it have the legs for icing? It does. So the face-off back in Binghamton territory. McCullum is still in the net. He's made 41 saves on 45 shots. Hat-tricks have 21 shots on CJ Hapward, who's making his pro debut. Right circle, Ramakers against Ruiz. It pops into the middle, and Sirota lugs it through center for Binghamton. Banks it off the far wall. He takes a tumble, still on the ice. Hat-tricks take possession. Bedard rims it around near side. Ruiz feathers middle, hit a body. Harwell swinging a miss in the far corner. Another centering try kept in at the point. LaBelle, wrister, tipped, save, rebounds, free, whacked that. Oh, the puck was free in the slot, and they blow it dead. Wow, the ref lost sight of the puck. The first shot was tipped, it was stopped by Hapward, and the rebound was free. Ref bails him out with 2:07 to go in the third. Black Bears with a 1-goal lead. Binghamton wanted a penalty on that Sirota collision with LaBelle at center. Nothing comes. Right circle draw, Kirkby against Ruiz. Right corner Stone for the Black Bears. Rims it around the plexi to the far side. Stubbs into the hat-trick zone. Backhand sauce. Mott shoots over the net. Kept in left point, Kirkby. He'll flutter one on. Snagged with the glove by McCullum. And a stoppage. Hat-tricks led 1-0 and 3-1. Binghamton with 3 unanswered goals, including the go-ahead tally about 3.5 minutes in to this third period. Just 1:52 on the clock. Hat-tricks looking for the equalizer. Left circle draw, Binghamton sets up. Left circle, Stubbs shoots, stick save McCullum. Glove down in the corner, Clark for Stubbs. The righty spins to the forehand, a pad save McCullum. Woolley on it for the hat-tricks. Charges up the far side. Sends it near side, Frolov. Right circle, Van Durkin. Spinning to the right point, Abdella. His shot deflected, plops down to the benches, McCullum, extra skater on. The shot from the D zone, wide right, and it results in an icing. Binghamton almost sealing the deal with an empty netter. Would have been a 200-foot goal from, I believe, Dakota Bond. Hat-tricks have Ruiz, Robinson, Ratcliffe, Harwell, Gonzalez, and Abdella on. 6 on 5, empty net, 1:16 to go, 4-3 Binghamton. Right circle draw, Harwell against Kirkby. All the fans on the edge of their seat here at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. Harwell won the faceoff clean, but it splits Abdella and Gonzalez. Hat-tricks reorganize in their zone with the net empty. Abdella hounded. Gives off for Gonzalez, far boards D zone. Ratcliffe out to center, Ruiz. He'll shovel it into Binghamton territory, knock down Stone. Out to center it goes. Stubbs for Kirkby, far boards. At center, Stubbs shoots, blocked down by Abdella. Final 45 seconds of regulation. Hat-tricks need a goal to tie. Ratcliffe over the blue line, double teamed, press along the boards, loose puck, pass to the back, no one there, a vacant left point, all the way back into the Hat-trick's end. LaBelle retrieves, out to center Robinson, through Kirkby, touching along, Bond nullifies, backhander from Kirkby, knocked down. Left side, it's Harwell, around, centering, Ruiz, stopped in front. C.J. Hapward in his Binghamton debut with the biggest save of the game. Ruiz right in front, touching on goal, and Hapward says no to preserve a one-goal lead. The puck spit to Harwell in the left corner, a backhand pass for Ruiz, denied. Hat-tricks will use their timeout with just 9.7 on the clock. They'll talk it over. They need a clean face-off win and a setup. There are 3 goals, 1 on the power play, 2 shorthanded. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Black Bears scoring at least 1 goal in all 3 periods. 1, 2, and 1. Bond at 3:24 on the power play has Binghamton in the lead for the first time in this game. They've held on to it for the last 16 and change. 9.7 seconds away from another home win for Binghamton, a team that has lost just 3 games on home ice this year. 1 against the Hat-tricks in a shootout back on November 2nd. All right, net empty, 6 skaters. Left circle draw, Van Durken wins. Right point, LaBelle. His shot blocked out of the zone, and time runs out on the Hat-tricks. The Black Bears bury 3 unanswered goals, 2 in the second, and the game winner on the power play early in the third. And they win it 4-3. All 3 Hat-tricks goals on special teams. Binghamton, 3 even strength goals, and the game winner, Dakota Bond on the power play. Coast to coast with 3:24 gone by in the third period. And the Black Bears win their 41st game of the season. Up to 119 points. They've won back-to-back games and 20 of the last 21 for Binghamton. And this is just one of the rare losses for the Hat-tricks in 2025. Danbury with its first regulation loss since February 15th in Port Huron. They'd secured points in 8 straight games, and they failed to sweep the week of games. Beat the Wolves 5-2 yesterday and fall 4-3 in a barn burner in Binghamton. What a contest. Great action. This could certainly be a playoff preview. Most likely round 3 technically would be the Empire Division Finals. Binghamton has already secured its spot in the standings. They are the Empire Division champions. The Hat-tricks in second place, trying to go up against the 3 seed. who will either be the Watertown Wolves, Port Huron Prowlers, and unlikely but possible, the Motor City Rockers. All right, well, the Hat-Tricks had a strong start in this game. They allowed a 2-goal lead to evaporate and then trailed for the majority of that third period and just could not find the game-tying goal. 47 shots, 43 saves for Connor McCullum. As for CJ Hapward, it's a 22-save win for his first as a pro, fresh out of D3 Suffolk University on Long Island. He gets the start, and he gets the win. And the Hat-Tricks road winning streak ends at 3 games. Well, Hat-Tricks are back in action next week. 3 games, Wednesday in Poughkeepsie. It's a makeup from a postponed game in November. So that game will be 7 o'clock at McCann Ice Arena against HC Venom. That finishes up the Battle of '84 this year. And then the Hat-Tricks hosting the Dashers Hockey Club on Friday and Saturday, the 21st and 22nd of next week. Then it's a home-and-home with the Binghamton Black Bears, 28th here in Binghamton, and then back home for Alumni Night on the 29th, where we will induct 6 new Ring of Honor members. Well, the Hat-Tricks, close but no cigar, and they let this one slip through the fingertips. Black Bears were putting on the pressure after falling down 3-1. And Danbury just couldn't find the back of the net yet again. They played a tight game, as they have the majority of times here at Visions Veterans over the last 2 years. But they failed to find the game-tying goal, and they fall to 22-12, 8 and 5, 84 points, second of the Empire. Black Bears to 36-5, 1 and 5, 119 points. They are the Empire Division champions. Well, it was a measuring stick Friday night game for the Hat-Tricks, and they come up just short, but they should feel pretty good about their effort, especially with playoffs on the horizon and a potential Empire Division Finals matchup with Binghamton. That, of course, if the Hat-Tricks can get past round 1 in the semifinals, as we mentioned, against either the Watertown Wolves or the Port Huron Prowlers. Well, that just about does it for us here in Binghamton. For everyone helping out behind the scenes, I'm Doug Latuca saying have a great rest of your night, Hat-Tricks fans. We will talk again Wednesday from Poughkeepsie. That makeup game with the HC Venom. That's a 7 o'clock puck drop from the McCann Ice Arena. Hat-Tricks fall 4-3 at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. They snap their road win streak at 3. And allow 3 unanswered goals in a 4-3 loss. Good night, everyone. We'll talk again on Wednesday.